I've been struggling with my weight since I was 8 years old.
Yes.
And so it was very enlightening
Yes.
to talk about um, my relationship with food being much more about self-soothing
Yes.
behavior than about a cookie. Like
Yeah.
a
Or
cookie and
diet
not
and
wanting to eat a
exercise, right?
cookie.
Yeah.
Very completely different perspective. And I feel like I've been around the diet block
Yes. Yes.
many times. I have never heard that perspective
Oh, wow.
ever. And it's been, I know I've talked with you about this, it's been very freeing and
Mm-hmm.
opened up just a whole new line of inquiry about how to manage and overcome
Mm-hmm.
self-soothing behaviors, and
Mm-hmm.
just using food for that. I had the other day, I was upset about something and I could just feel myself wanting a gluten-free cupcake from my favorite
That's right.
gluten-free vegan bakery with the big icing. And I thought, no, no, you don't really want that. Do you really want that? And I was like, no, actually, I really don't want it. I just checked in with myself.
Yes.
I do have it. I have had it once a week,
Right.
as a treat.
Right.
And I was upset about something. And I was like, do you really want it? Or are you just upset and self-soothing? And the answer was, I really was not in the mood for sugar. I just
Right.
wanted to go pounce on it to make myself feel better.
Well, awesome. Just
Yeah.
having that self-awareness and pausing and asking yourself is so key. But we so many times just, it's just sort of an automatic knee-jerk reaction. So congratulations for
Yes.
really getting that. What would you say you liked most about the permanent weight loss formula?
Learning the new perspective
Mm-hmm.
about what was causing it. For when I went back on Weight Watchers this time, I had a really long period of time at a good weight,
Mm-hmm.
and much more than usual. But there was this dread that the other shoe was going to drop and I was going to gain again,
Mm-hmm.
because I seemed to be in some sort of pattern that I just really didn't understand.
Right.
It would just be, I would be good, get this weight. And then all of a sudden something would happen. Usually I get very stressed, or there'd
Right.
be something would happen.
Right.
This time what triggered it is my mom. I'm a caregiver for my
Right.
elderly mom. And she went in the hospital and was very sick for 3 months. And I was stuffing my face with chocolate. I didn't even, I was like, it was not normal. And but I just, I guess what I like best is it gives me hope that this is not going to be the rest of my life.
Oh, awesome. That's so good.
Losing weight and then stressor and then start gaining and then take 2 or 3 years to get back and then lose
Yes.
again. It's so hard to do that.
Well, and the thing, yeah, no, understanding the root cause of it being an emotional soothing adaptation, and then finding, it's like, oh my God, so that's what's really been going on. So I can find different ways to soothe myself, and therefore I won't have to struggle with this for the rest of my life. So that's awesome, Susan.
Yeah. So thank you. So I would say the biggest thing is to have hope for a different future.
Mm-hmm.
And to lose this hopelessness around this is going to happen again, and I'm not going to be able to keep this off, because I'm noticing new sets of behaviors already happening.
Oh, good.
So that's pretty quick.
Yay. In just 8 weeks. Yeah. Awesome. So why would you recommend the permanent weight loss formula for somebody who might be on the fence about it?
I would say, why not? For one thing, why not?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest thing is, if you haven't had success before with long-term weight loss, it is absolutely worth trying.
Cool.
I like the fact that the group itself And one of the reasons that I decided to do it is, I forget, you said, it's 8 weeks. And I thought, you know what? I can commit to 8 weeks. It's not like, Weight Watchers is it's sort of be on that forever, pretty much. And it's like, but it's not working. It's a whole thing. But I thought, 8 weeks, why not try it? You never know. Maybe you'll learn something different. Maybe it will be the secret that you've been looking for. That'll really be a game changer.
Yeah.
So that's
from what you shared in the past, it has been a game changer. So
it's been a complete game changer, not just for weight, but for my relationships, and to really look back and see what caused it, what was the root cause. And once I learned that, it actually has not been very hard to make shifts. It was just not knowing.
Yes.
It's causing all this havoc my entire life.
Yes, I know. I totally relate.
Like I said, it wasn't about wanting the cookie.
Yes.
It wasn't about that. So it's really worth a try if you have not been successful at attaining or maintaining a comfortable weight for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And what else? So what was life like before you started the permanent weight loss formula? And what is it like now?
I had gotten frustrated and was avoiding the scale again, and just having this impending dread, about, oh no, it's happening again.
Yeah.
And I just was not feeling going back to Weight Watchers. I'm like, it hasn't worked again. So I was frustrated and scared. And, fortunately we had a discussion at the right time. Awesome. And now I feel hopeful. It definitely has created a shift. In a way, I could never say that about Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers, it works really well for some people. You put in your points, whatever, but for me, it actually wasn't about losing weight. Wasn't about the points. Losing weight, I was able to lose weight because my stress level was pretty low for a while, and I was just in that mode on autopilot. But what happened was Weight Watchers changed their program, like they do a lot, and I just couldn't. It didn't work for me. And then I started gaining. It wasn't a sustainable solution. So, I don't know. Learning that actually it wasn't about the food at its root.
That it's about the emotional drive to,
It's been very freeing.
Yourself.
I feel hopeful.
Yay.
Yeah.
So my last question is, what surprised you the most and made you the happiest about joining this program?
Well, let's see. That it was affordable. And I think I'm trying to think, but it was around, not more than Weight Watchers. It was pretty close. And it was affordable. The biggest thing was, I keep saying it created a complete paradigm shift around food and how I was using food and what was causing the weight gain, and giving me a way to change that. That was huge. I've never heard of this.
Wow.
Like this paradigm that you talk about, never heard of it in all my years of being an expert dater, Weight Watcher, and expert Weight Watcher, and also expertly failing at Weight Watchers and lots of other diets with nutritionists. I went to nutritionists. I've been to just doctors' plans, nutritionist plans, Weight Watchers umpteen times. I think I did the elimination diet. I did the rotation diet.
Yes.
I think I did the cabbage diet. I mean, way back.
Yeah, me too.
The one with the ice cream, the vanilla ice cream and the cabbage. Anyway.
Oh my God, I haven't done that one.
Disgusting. But yeah, it was always about the food, and it wasn't about why.
The emotional aspect of why we need to use
Nobody
and
really
addressing
talked
that.
about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's why I want to bring this and am bringing this program forward, is because it feels like culturally we're so programmed into thinking it's just diet and exercise. And it's like, come on, you know, it's like, oh, what a great concept. I've never heard of that. Of course, you know, so it's like the diet and exercise piece is not the root cause. And so just understanding the emotional component of what drives us to medicate with food or use food, and then finding, not depriving ourselves, but finding healthier alternatives. But just having the understanding is what's known as having a story that makes sense. Can just finally understanding why you've struggled for so long is so key in calming us down and having compassion for ourselves too. So
yes, it never made sense.
Yeah.
And I'm a person, you know, my story.
Yes.
I was a lawyer for a labor union, and I published a book with a major publisher, and
Yes.
I could be so successful in my career, but I just could not get this weight thing down. It just made me feel like a failure.
Yes.
On some level.
Yes, absolutely. It's, and yeah, having, now you know the root cause, you have options to soothe yourself that don't involve food, and you're on a new track. And it's, so I'm thrilled for you. And I just want to thank you so much for participating and sharing your experience with everybody. So thank you so much, Susan.
You're welcome.